Hi everyone, welcome back to Chilli with Chilli Sid, and we're doing a sauce review, yes. So we've got Frodo on this side, maybe he'll help. Blue's over there, I'm not sure if he's in the mood today, but I'm doing a sauce that I got a while back from George from Crazy Canary. Now, George sent me these sauces, and I've done the Crazy Canary range before. They're more flavoursome than heat, and I did a few before and they were really, really nice, yeah. I think for everyone's palate. So today I'm going to start with the Bbq Burn. Now, excuse me for this one because the label's a little bit faded and you may not be able to see it, but it's a Crazy Canary and we're looking at the sauce. So I'm just going to show you what the label is. So this is a bit faded, so bear with me. That was just a chicken, Crazy Canary, and just have a look at the colour of that sauce. It's a nice, rich barbecue sauce and it's actually very, very thick. Check it out. You can't even get that to go down. I'm going to have to shake loads. Shaky. I think it's quite a thick sauce, so it's, even if I do that, you can't hear the gloop. It's quite a thick one. So let's just have a quick look at the ingredients. Crazy Canary, this is a hot sauce. Now which is that one? That's a hot sauce as well. So I'm just going to the barbecue one. Bbq Burn, and the ingredients are chili, cayenne black pepper, corns, onions, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, molasses, onion, salt, and no artificial colours. Now, a lot of the sauce makers use natural ingredients, so that's really a bonus for everybody else. So they're going to be gluten-free and this free and that free and no additives, which is brilliant. And do you know what? That sauce is now coming down the neck. I don't know if you can see it there, but you can actually see all the bits, you know, the bits of peppercorns in there. It's bitty, but it's very, very smooth. So let's just have a go. The aroma. What else can you do? Now it's quite a thicky one. I'm just going to leave the gloop up there. He'll fall down its own when he wants to. Okay. Now it doesn't taste heaty. It smells heaty. So we had chili and black peppercorn in there. We also had paprika, which is not actually a heat thing. It's more of a colour. So oniony. Caramelized onion. So did we have sugar in there? Did we say sugar? No, but we had molasses. We had the onions in there and the molasses, and it smells caramelized. So it's like, you know what? I'm just going to have to pour this one and try it because the aromas I'm getting are just caramelized onion, molasses, no heat. So I'm just going to pour this. This is going to be tricky, so I'm not doing it near the camera over there because I'm going to have to whack it out. It's quite a thick sauce. Thick paste even. Okay, I've got a little helping wooden thing. I did have a little helping, oh, it's there, little splint. Okay, I think while the going is good, let's just get a big spoonful of it. It's actually quite nice when it comes out. Okay, let's put that down. Now that is nice. It's like a really rich paste, really lovely and thick. Oh my god, check it out. Just look at that. See how nice that is. Wow. It's almost like a chutney, isn't it? And it's quite thick, so it's not like straight falling off. So the sauce itself is quite thick. It's a lovely mixture, nice blended. There's not that many bits in it. No bits in it. Now, let's just have the aroma again, because when it's on the spoon, it's slightly different, isn't it? Okay, so same thing. I can just taste detect the onions, the sugary, the molasses in there, no heat, and it's more like caramelized onions, so it's really, really nice, family friendly sauce. Nothing for you. Thank you for this, George. Down my neck. That's nice. Now, waiting for the heat. Now it says it's hot sauce. Initially, you get this lovely sort of like caramelized onion type sauce going in, which would be perfect for your ploughmans. You know, any big sort of doorsteps and things. Oh my god, that would be so perfect with the cheese. It's like a pickled onion type of taste, caramelized, and I can taste it at the black pepper in there, not in bits, but the taste of black pepper, hint of garlic. Now, it's I'm trying to think of the word. It's not a hot sauce. Even the label says it's hot. For me, it's not a hot sauce. It's actually moreish, quite a nice sauce, and it's something that I could go very easily. And so now, I'm just trying to think of that taste. Let me just have a look at the ingredients again. There is a taste to it, and it's different. Not this side. The other side might help, won't it? Might be the molasses, the molasses may have added, because some of the sauces have sugar in them, or I've had one with icing sugar, honey, so the molasses might have caramelised it differently. So that's like brown sugar, isn't it, molasses? So that's probably caramelised it differently, maybe adding to the colour of the sauce as well. And and the chilli in it, that coughing wasn't the chilli, that coughing was, I've got a bit of a sore throat, so, But the chilli in it, we've got the cayenne peppercorn and chilli. All he says is chilli. He doesn't actually say what type of chilli. Cayenne black peppercorns and chilli. So the heat on that, initially when I put it in my mouth, I felt it's warm and it wasn't overpoweringly hot, it was nicely warming, and now it's kind of gone, it's subsided completely. And the taste that I'm left with is like the caramelised oniony, barbecue. It hasn't got any chipotle in it, but it kind of tastes a bit smoky. That's probably what I was looking for. Tastes a little bit smoky, and it's really nice and thick, and this will be perfect in balance. So if you had your Stilton, I can just see this, yeah? Stilton, your veggies, your pickled onions, and this sauce will be really, really good. So anything cheesy, I think this will go with. It says barbecue sauce, but I wouldn't marinate with it. I'd probably put it on my hot dogs or my burgers, my barbecue meats, etc. Because I think you wouldn't want to marinate with this because the pH isn't low. There's nothing in there to detect the pH. It's more oniony, so afterwards it's going to be great. Yeah. So maybe instead of having your fried onions, you can probably have this sauce because it will give you that richness. Yeah. So it's a really nice sauce. Thank you very much, George, for sending this to me. The second sauce that George sent me was the Crazy Canary Hot Sauce Peach Punch. Now, we like a peach punch, don't we? Peach punch is going to be really good for this time of year. I mean, the weather was hot until last week. It's kind of mellowed down. I think we're going to have this mellowing for about a week, and then it's going to probably soar again. But it is summer. It is coming on to July, August, summer. So the peach punch will be really good, yeah, with all the barbecues and the fruits and the drinks. I mean, you can probably put this in a drink as well. So let me just show you, again, with our Crazy Canary there. So George had lived in the Canary Isles, Tenerife. So he's gone to Tenerife, and hence the Crazy Canary. So there he is, Crazy Canary, and the peach punch sauce. Now the sauce texture, or the look, I don't know if you can see it from there, it's almost like a see-through, like a sweet chili sauce, like the Thai sweet chilies you get. It's almost like that, and it's almost like gelatinous. So if you pour it, you can see that it's almost like the see-through consistency. It's not as full-bodied as that one. Not that it doesn't got flavour, but that's what it looks like. It looks like almost a see-through sauce, but it could be the fruit. Now, let's check the ingredients on this one. Ingredients, we have got chili, garlic, salt, onion, vinegar, lime juice, so this is going to be the tang, cayenne pepper, water, olive oil, peach, and no artificial colours. Again, no artificial colours. Now it's got olive oils in there and peach. Now, I don't know if you can see it from there. You can see the bits in that see-throughness. I'm just trying to hold it here. So you might be able to detect or pick up all of those things. And then I think, you know what, you can probably chuck a bit of this in a drink as well. If you have some kind of a cocktail and put this in, look, there you go. A bit like the Archers or something like that, But here we go. Open it up, let's try it. You can see one seed floating in there. There's not that many bits, but you can see lots of like red flecks from the chilies, peppercorns, the black flecks going up and down. And okay, I can detect pods in there, but I'm just wondering, he actually hasn't said what pods. He said chili, so we might have to comment on this one to find out what pods. I think it might be Scotch bonnets, habanero, that sort of smell. And a little bit of tang. Can't smell anything else. So obviously the tang will be the vinegar, the lime juice, so giving it that little fruity tang in there. Peaches, let me just see if I can detect the peaches in this one. Now, when I said I could smell the pods, I could smell like a pod in there, like a habanero type pod, and there is a hint of fruitiness. It could be the floral pod, or it could be the peach, yeah? But peaches generally don't have that much of a smell, do they? I don't think they have that much of a smell, so nothing for it. You just got to pour it, get it down my neck. you know, it's no point debating it. Okay, let me just try and do it in here. I need to get some more spoons. These are getting worn. Okay, look at that. Wow. Almost like a sweet chili sauce, isn't it? It has that same as the Thai red or something like that. I don't know if you can see it. But I've taken a massive spoon of this because I thought peaches, limes, nice, heat. Okay, so again, there is a pod. So George, please tell us what pod you've used in here because I can smell like a pod. And it could just be the peaches giving it that fruity smell, but it almost tastes like the pod flavour. So, nothing for it, down my neck. Cheers, thank you. Okay, that is sweet, sweet heat. And initial you get is almost like, oh, now the heat's picking up. This seems a bit more hotter than that one, but it was very sweet at the beginning. Like, let me just check. Now we had, apart from the fruit, okay, you know what? There is no sugar in this one, but it's sweet. The sweetness must be from the peaches. And I'm just thinking what else could give that sweetness. So initial taste is very sweet, but it's a fruity sweet because it's not like a sugary sweet or whatever, you know, because you can tell that sort of sweet. So initial sweet, and then the heat kicks in. There, even though there's bits in the jar in the neck, there weren't many bits in my sort of mouth. Quite like the Thai consistency, sweet and hot. So the heat comes in, and I need another pot. The heat comes in. It's kind of going down my neck at the moment, but it's not uncomfortable. It's actually quite a nice one. I would actually chuck a spoon of that in a drink, you know, like maybe a little bit of this in a drink because it is fruity and it's got the sweetness in it, and maybe even some kind of a squash or something. Just chuck it in, spritz it up a bit. Now, because it's got limes and vinegar, you can probably marinate this one so it'll give it a nice glaze to your meats because it's got that look. I think it's got that sort of glazy kind of look, and you give it a fruity twist as well. So I think you can marinate with this one and add it to most things, but you can use it for a bit like sweet chili sauce, yeah? So you can use it with your spring rolls, your anything oriental, your dippers, your dumplings, that sort of thing. You can put it in stir fries. We can drizzle it on salads because it'll give you a fruity freshness. This time of year, fruity freshness. You can put it on dessert, you know, put it in ice cream or something. So instead of squirting that raspberry ripple, whatever they squirt on it, you squirt a bit of this on top of ice cream because that'll give it a kick and fruitiness. I think I also can add it to cocktails, you can add it to drinks. There's many versatile uses for it. It's quite versatile. Now, two very different sauces, like both of them, different because I didn't expect this to be that sweet in terms of taste, but there's no sugar in it, so the sweetness comes naturally from the peaches. So, you know, it's like a peaches and cream type thing going on here. So put it with ice cream, peaches and cream. Do you know what I mean? So, Crazy Canary, thank you very much, George, for sending these two sauces to me. Very, very different, but both very Moorish, and they won't last that long in my house. They'll probably be finished within a couple of days. They're really, really nice. Thank you for sending these to me. If any of you out there, especially at this time when people are doing online orders and you want to help small businesses, small sauces, small companies, or any sauce makers, please, please, please do the usual. Order, like, put lots of comments down and try a different sauce. Fruity sauce is nice, yeah? Great. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. Fear the virus, not the reaper. Bye.